Hey, thanks for joining me on this new review. Before we get started, I just wanted to plug my new Kickstarter for my comic book, Imaginary. I describe it as a mixture of Final Fantasy, Calvin and Hobbes, and the Terminator. It's about a young boy with reality warping powers and his imaginary friends. In a dangerous world filled with magic, wizards, dragons, creatures, and other things from his imagination, the team must travel and journey to find a lost ally. We'll have a bunch of rewards like prints, variant covers, wallpapers, and you'll even have a chance to be a character in issue number 2. And the Kickstarter launches on September 14th, but I'll leave the link in the description box below. So, let's get into it. Today I got another indie comic, Adventures of a System Admin number 1, written by Juan Espinoza with art by El Santa. This book forgoes all the science fiction and all the fantastical elements of probably traditional comic books, and instead it focuses on more human and more relatable plot points. In this comic book, you won't see any capes or any costumes. And since Espinoza doesn't try to force his book to be something that it's not, he was able to produce a human and relatable and decent book. But before I go any further, let me tell you what it's about. In a nutshell, Adventures of a System Admin is about a college student, and I'm probably gonna butcher his name, but a college student named Gordito. And Gordito figures that college probably just isn't for him. So he drops out to become you guessed it, a system admin. But the best thing about this book, other than the art, is how relatable Juan Espinoza makes the character. And I'm pretty sure this book is probably semi-autobiographical. Regardless, Espinoza makes Gordino very, very relatable and very likable. He does this by showing different parts of his life, like him applying for different jobs and receiving a bunch of rejection emails, and by showing his conversation with his parents about how he decided to drop out of school to pursue his dreams. Which these two things are probably something that most of us can relate to. Another great thing about this book is the art. The characters in this issue use a wide range of expressions and emotions, and El Santa is able to convey those emotions and expressions perfectly. If you're into comic books just for the art, then Adventures of a System Admin might be right up your alley. The art is absolutely gorgeous. And now for some of the negatives. One of the issues that I had with the book is the lettering. And I know this isn't a common issue, but if you take a look at the lettering, it's kind of weird and wonky in some places. And in some places, it even kind of took me out of the story a little bit. I think if the book had a little bit better lettering, then I probably would have enjoyed it just a little bit more. But maybe I'm just nitpicking. And another issue that I had with the book is some of the dialogue. In some places, the characters didn't really sound real or human, if that makes sense. Like, in some points of the book, I was thinking to myself, a character wouldn't say this at that moment, would he? Or he wouldn't say this like this, would he? I know I'm probably a bit confusing, but if you read the issue, which I recommend, then you can probably get a sense of what I'm saying. But overall, this is a decent book, and I had a decent time with it. I recommend giving it a shot. You can get it on Comixology for 99 cents. So if you got $1 sitting around and you're looking for something to read, give it a shot. I give it a 3.5 out of 5. Check it out.